What's up, Internet? Okay, I'm not prepared. I kept putting this off. I was trying to do research, and I'm fully expecting the FBI to be at my house while I'm filming this, so if you hear a knock at the door, I'll just leave it running so you can, like, see me taken out, I guess. And Priscilla requested that I use this one, so she's like, I want green and gold, and I'm like, alright. Anyway, what am I going to talk about? A little story that I saw on the Facebook, and I know y'all are like, girl, why? Why do you even, like, even still do the Facebook thing? And I was like, because I'm dumb. But it was something that I had not heard in the news, which, as a Texan, I'm just like, this is something that I kind of want to know about. You know, considering I'm like, I think 5 or 6 hours from the border, I think. I'm not quite sure, quite honestly. But I did do the whole Google Map thing, and apparently the place where this happened, it's 18 hours away from me. So if I wanted to drive there, I could still be there in less than a day. And I know y'all are all like, bitch, what are you talking about? So, and here, I just noticed. Here, now you can find out what I'm talking about, guys. Is that better? Can you hear my rain? It's been raining all morning. Pray for Houston, guys. They flood in like 2 inches of rain. So, there's that. And I'm still putting it out there that the Astros are going to win the World Series when they come back and play in Houston. So, there's that. So, I hope Houston can handle it. So, thinking positive. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Anyway, so what happened in Mexico that I am so upset about that I didn't know about? You know, this should be something that should be on Channel 2. If you are local, you'd be like, yeah, that should be like News to Houston, right? But I'm going to try to assume or attempt that I pronounce this correctly. Culucan, Mexico? Have you heard of it? I haven't. Never even heard about it. Apparently it's like all the way on the other side of Mexico. It's like not towards the Gulf. It's more towards like the California Gulf side. So, like, this place that I've never heard. And it was just a random thing about El Chapo's kid. Apparently he got arrested. And I was like, well, there's that. From what everybody knows, he's a known sex trafficker, so, you know, good on the Mexican government, right? Apparently not. The drug cartel was like, oh, hell no. So, they literally held that city down of 800,000 people. They were taking people hostage until the Mexican government released this dude. And I'm just like, wait, really? The president of Mexico basically said, dude, we cannot handle the cartel. We're going to let this guy go. And I'm just like, excuse me? Who the hell is really running this country? Because I'm just like, that is something so unheard of as a Texan. Like, I know, you're probably shocked. The drug cartel got the Mexican government to concede. So, there's that. I know. Priscilla's watching this, she's just like, put your makeup on. I want to see you destroy this look. Love you, Priscilla. I love the fact that you have faith in me. Or you just want to laugh. That's cool too. So. Oh, this may be like a whole mix of current topics because honestly don't know how long I can, you know, talk about this whole Mexico thing because the very little research that I have done, but I will actually even be a real YouTuber and link the article. But this happened last Thursday, so I'm filming this on a Tuesday, so less than a week ago, and ain't nobody talking about this, and I'm just like, the Mexican government was overthrown and nobody's saying shit about this? Come on, guys. I mean, what the hell? And there's a lot of people saying that, oh, it's because of the border and everything like that. And I'm like, I'm not really worried about that. This ain't a whole build the wall bullshit, which I don't fucking care. The wall's probably going to get built. Whether or not we're going to argue about it or not, I mean, as a Texan, I know that that's not really the issue. There's a whole other slew of issues when it comes to the border. So, but you have the drug cartel taking, I guess, power from an actual government. And everybody's like, well, maybe we're going to do that. And I'm just like, I don't know, from what I've seen, the people that actually want to overthrow the government, they don't believe in having guns. They want us to, like, basically turn our guns in for compensation, which I'm sure you guys all know that even if they're confiscated with compensation, that is still confiscation. So, I mean, you guys are smart, y'all. I know. That's why I don't do the whole basic YouTuber thing where like, comment, and subscribe and stuff like that, because it's 2019. You guys know what to do, right? I don't have to beg you guys to subscribe to my channel because, bitch, one, why are you watching me? I am weird. Have you met me? And two, it seems so cliche. It really does. But there's that whole thing. So I did Google the laws for, I don't know, should I say that word or whatever? I mean, I'm not monetized, so technically they can't take away my monetization, but maybe one day YouTube might be dumb enough to put ads on my stuff. But what is it the kids are calling it? Are people in Mexico allowed to have a yeet cannon? Like we are here in the US. For now, I guess. I don't know. As far as, and I'll even try to link this article too, but from what I've actually figured out, or from what I can find, that wasn't nothing. They are allowed to have said yeet cannons, but you have to, I guess their laws are like that of Great Britain. Which, are they even allowed to have those things in Britain anymore? I don't know. Because so many people have gone the whole, they're bad, they're scary. But from what the Googlies has told me, there is only one store in Mexico, I guess, where you can legally buy said yeet cannon that is actually on an army base, and it's run by the Mexican army. And you gotta have like 6 months worth of, you know, background checks or training or something like that. You can't go, like, say, if I was visiting and I wanted to take my little yeet cannon thing, I can't do that. I have to get like special permission from the Mexican consulate. Like, say if I was hunting or something like that. So then all the articles turned into, well, where are those things coming from if the laws are so strict in Mexico? And it could be us, maybe? I don't know. But I need a different brush because that barely even touched it. Priscilla, you need to, like, teach me these things. And I know Tia's just like, girl. We've tried to tell you so many times. maybe if I put on money bags enough, then I will speak it into existence and I will have said money bags. I wish. Anyway. So, it's like 3 o'clock and I've been avoiding this because I don't know how I'm going to try to discuss the subject without... Oh, that was nice. You can't really do a subject like this without getting a bunch of haters, which I'm not saying that nobody should have these things. I mean, I'm a Texan, and that's just what we do down here. I should really bring some Q-tips in here to fix situations like this. I should really check the weather too. It is like pouring down there. Yikes. Anyway. So, we're not going to get into the whole presidential thing, so to speak, because that was one of the reasons in this article that, you know, maybe this is why that we haven't even heard anything about this. And I'm just like, everybody knows that that's the situation at the border. So, I try not to bring certain people up in this, which, like, honestly, I don't give a shit what the hell you think about the person. The person's in charge right now, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, just, he needs to go, and I'm just like, he's the captain flying the plane that I'm on right now, and I'd kind of like to get through this flight without dying. So, like it or not, he's the one I'm stuck with at the moment, so can you not? I mean, and then, well, that just goes to a whole totally different subject about the whole closed-door meeting things, because that actually happened locally for us, and everybody's like, why did you do that? Tell me why you removed that judge. Oh, you don't need to know because, you know, that's just our business. And I'm just like, really? So, what? So I'm nosy. Why'd you do this? I mean, what did this judge do? And I'm just saying. I mean, it's just, if it's not okay to do it on a local level, why is it okay to do it on a national level? I mean, that's suspect as hell to me, guys. I mean, granted, I don't trust politicians as far as I can throw them to begin with, because there is no honest politician, guys. There is no politician that has ever went into business and said, I really want to help people. And if they did, they're a damn liar, because they come out like 6 times richer than when they first went in. And meanwhile, I'm just like, where the hell did my money go? I am like so much poorer because you keep charging me more taxes. And I don't know what the hell them taxes went to, but I was not a benefit of said taxes. So, this is a strange world we live in. And I'm still trying to figure out how come being 18 hours away, where the cartel could technically just go ahead and take over Texas if they wanted to, which I don't know how much shit they control. Maybe they control a lot of stuff. And yes, Priscilla, I'm putting the gold on right now. Jesus Christ. I didn't think this was going to turn into a political rant, but good Lord. I'm very hurt by the media that they're not telling me about this. Because, hello? I am a Texan. I need to know if I could be, like, overcharged or overtaken by the Mexican drug cartel. Should I be concerned? Like, hello? It's something you might want to tell The Texan citizen. I can't talk right now. I was like, oh my god. I mean, I guess Arizona would need to know too, but then again, Arizona's kind of known for sex trafficking in the first place, so they probably already know. By the way, if you're a governor of a state that is known for sex trafficking, what? Wouldn't you be kind of embarrassed? Wouldn't you be like, bitch, we gotta stop this shit? But, I don't know. I don't live in Arizona. I've never been to Arizona, so I'm sure it's a beautiful place, so... Except for the whole sex trafficking thing. And, oh Lord. This is gonna be a disaster, guys. Oh my gosh. I don't know what the hell's going on in the world I'm living in anymore, guys. I really don't. I honestly don't. Like, nobody is seeming to care about stuff. Like, I don't know, it's just, with all the random YouTube drama, which, I don't know, should I address any of that? It's kind of hard to address. That's a lot, guys. It is a lot. But, I don't know. I keep having certain people request that I go live, and maybe I will just, like, put a bowl of topics and actually go live one day, but I don't know, we just keep talking about nonsense on YouTube, and I'm just like, there is real problems out there, and why are we not talking about this? Oh, because we don't get views that way, right? And I don't know. Ain't nobody watching my dumbass anyway, so there's that. So, I can rant about the stupid problems of the world, I suppose. You know, do I have a solution to any of said problems? No. So, there's that. I mean, how does the situation that happened in Culiacan? It sounded so much prettier on that one, how do you pronounce it, video. I really did try to do research, guys. How does that actually affect somebody who lives in Texas and I guess the whole U.S.? Because, you know, you got Arizona and, is it New Mexico? I'm sorry, I joke that my geography sucks because I already live in the greatest state in the Union anyway, so. Sorry, guys. But there is that one meme always running around Facebook saying that if the United States citizens actually loved the United States as much as Texans love Texas, we would be a whole different union. So, there's that. I mean, I have never seen such patriotism for one state. And I gotta admit, it's nice, guys. It really is. So, there's that. But I know when my kid was in the military and stationed in, I think, San Diego, they were specifically told, do not go down to Tijuana because you may not come back. And I'm sorry, I'm really dehydrated. I don't want to have to take a drink of the tea that is sitting right here, but, you know, there's that. Just, they didn't want the little privates to go missing, which that sounds really weird, but if you're in the military, you understand what that means. So, is that too much gold? Maybe I'll try to blend it more. I don't like Priscilla's suggestion of doing golden green because that did not work. This did not work at all. Oh well, somewhat of a Halloween look, I guess. And I'll try to blend it and make it look like I actually did something instead of doing a rant about government and stuff. But, oh yeah, where was I going with this? Why wasn't I told about this on my local media? I don't know. They probably don't. That's what a lot of people were saying is, oh, they don't want us to do it. No. No. I believe that we are actually smarter than to try to overthrow the government, quite honestly, guys. Because, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a conspiracy theorist person, or I think differently, but I believe that there is more of a military presence in our nation than we are aware of. And if any of that got out, because, what was it, a couple of years ago, they were talking about Operation Jade Helm, which I don't really know what came of that, but it was a possibility. I could totally see it happening, so, and just, are we being watched? Yeah. But I don't think it's by the people that we should really be worried about, quite honestly. I need something on my eyes. Meanwhile, I can just hear Tia screaming, "Don't do it, girl. Girl, do not do it." So, there's that. I don't even know if I have one of my brushes clean to do said thing for my eye. But I'm really pissed off that Channel 2 or any of the local Houston stations has not said anything about this. This is just... Nobody in Houston is going to do it. Right now, they are just gearing up for their Astros winning party because... I mean, it's going to happen. They're going to have to prepare for the traffic and the woohoo, yay, World Series winners and stuff like that. That's about it, but did they do it because it was an embarrassment for the Mexican government? I don't know. I would be pretty embarrassed, but then again, I would be kind of thinking of the citizens of Mexico as well. So there's that. I mean, if the cartel is taking people who worked for the Mexican military and the local cops, if they were taking their families hostage, and I believe it actually even mentioned in the article that they went into a local jail, or maybe it was a prison, and like freed 50 people and basically armed them. So I'm like, oh my god, some shit went down, and yet nobody is talking about this. And I'm just like, could this happen here? I don't think to that level, quite honestly. I mean, maybe if it was a shit hit the fan situation, which I kind of need to... I don't know if anybody would actually care, but I've been kind of debating on whether or not to bring up the whole prepping community, because, I mean, I watch a ton of prepping videos because I do live in Hurricane Central. So, I mean, I kind of, once Houston decides to evacuate, my ass is home because I don't know how to drive. I mean, I don't know if in Houston you gotta pay separate for your turn signal, or if I like joke with Doug and say that they're out of blanker fluid or something like that, but I just, I mean, some things I just know, but I cannot predict the way you're driving. And if I'm just driving like at 55, 60 miles an hour, and the next thing you know, you automatically decide to do a right turn, I can't help you, man. It's just, this video's a mess. Somebody tell me why my local news did not tell me that the Mexican government was taken down by the fucking drug cartel. I have concerns, guys. I really do. I mean, it's, what the hell? As a Texan and as an American citizen, this is concerning to me. And I don't give a shit if nobody likes Trump or not, or what he's saying about the border, but I don't feel safe if I am not going to be informed about such things. Just, ay, ay, ay. Does the media even have our best interest at heart at this point? I don't think so. Like, bruh. I'm scared at this moment. Because even with the whole sex trafficking thing and the location I am in, if I was snatched even at like my local Subway or the Walmart or something, you would have like maybe an hour to find me before I am stuck in a thriving metropolis city. And after that, you know, you're gone. So there's that. They are very adamant about letting us as the citizens in our town know that our location is, I guess, central somewhat. And to not think that we are safe just because we are a small town. Which I kind of don't. Some people would say it's fear-mongering. But then others would be like, these are the things you have to think of. And it's not like sex trafficking is new. It's not new. I'm honestly tired of hearing people say, oh, this is not the world we used to live in. Actually, it is. But the problem is with the internet, you know, you can talk to your friends a lot faster. But so can the sex traffickers. So the plans can be made faster. I remember, you know, as a kid, back when there were dinosaurs, that if we planned a trip, we kind of knew in the back of our heads that there was a good chance we'd be hitchhiking. And I know some of the mothers or parents just out there will be like, oh my God, if my child ever did that. It was just the way things were, guys. And we knew we could always run into that creepy dude. I mean, there's urban legends about the creepy dude. I mean, that's what urban legends are for, to warn stupid kids like me about said creepy dudes, you know, so we don't get murdered and left in a ditch somewhere. Which, never really had that problem. I don't remember anybody in our town being left in a ditch, quite honestly. But there were some pretty fucked up things that happened. So, there's that. Anyway, this went on way longer than I expected, quite honestly, and I don't think anything really got accomplished other than the fact that I found out that in Culiacan, Mexico, El Chapo's son was arrested, and the drug cartel wanted him released because I guess that was his people's and they weren't having it. And the Mexican government had to release him for the safety of the Mexican citizens. So, and nobody in the local news decided to tell us this, because I did the Google Maps and that town is 18 hours away if I'm driving. And then I did it how far away it was from El Paso, because, you know, two complete different sides of the states. And it's 16 hours from El Paso, which, I don't know, maybe there's like a big mountain I'd have to go through if I was coming from my area. So, and I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and she had said that her daughter wanted to visit El Paso, and I had said, you know, as a Texan, I would like to advise that she not, because it's too close to the border. And that's how I learned all about the whole sex trafficking thing in Arizona. And I was like, And then this all happened So I don't know what to say. I am kind of upset about our media because in a way the media just seems right now to want like the views because of the drama, as in a lot of YouTube channels now, and I don't really care about that. This is a matter of safety at this point, and it's not about somebody's opinion of who's in charge, but the safety of your citizens. And what is the media concerned with at this point? The safety of us or just the views? Because do we even need to go into the fact that, you know, all these views and the information that you're putting out there as a YouTube channel, that puts your safety at risk? Which, I'd like to say I'm a private person, but there's some videos that I've done where I'm just chatting it up with my daughter, and I'm pretty sure that if somebody really looked, they could probably find my exact location, which, I mean, I ain't worried about it because you'd probably want to come over to hang out, and then you'd be really bored because, you know, if I'm not cleaning, I'm sitting on my couch crocheting stuff, so there's that. I mean, or sitting there watching YouTube videos all day. I mean, that's why I don't do vlogs, because, you know, you would literally watch me sit on the couch most of the day and watch YouTube videos. So, there's that, guys. Don't try to stalk me and try to come here, because my husband would probably freak the fuck out, honestly. Be like, why are they coming here? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Plus, my neighbors have like a herd of chihuahuas as security, so there's that. Some people have guns. I have chihuahuas and crazy neighbors. Oh, wait, I said the bad word. I'm sorry, guys. Crap. Anyway, this has gone on way longer than I thought it would. And I don't know if we even accomplished anything. This is just, oh my god, 32 fucking minutes. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is a lot longer than I thought it would be. Of me rambling, saying how disappointed I am in YouTube and the media, and I'm just like, God, guys, we got real problems here. Can we talk about that? Just calm down. Yeah. I'm gonna go. Priscilla, this is what it looks like. It doesn't really look like green and gold, so there's that. Oh, and this is after a week's worth of washing, so I guess it faded kind of cute. So I'm kind of debating on whether or not I want to actually do my natural color in November. So, I mean, if you see this totally stripped back down to blonde, you may actually see me come back as strawberry blonde. And I haven't been my natural color in years, so